Tauruses. Good day. Could be morning. It's morning for me. Could be afternoon, evening, or night for you. But nevertheless, hello. This is your general November 2018 reading. And I'm going to try to do something a little different this time for this month. And I'm doing 4 rows, each row signifying a week. There's 4 cards in each row. Get a little bit of a storyline going there. And you can see if this resonates with you. If not, take what you can, leave the rest. But let's get started. Taurus, General Taurus, for November 2018. Okay? All right. Let's see here. All right. First 4 cards for the week. All right. We have a new beginning. A new beginning with a commitment or maybe a new relationship. Something is coming to an end. Could be being single, but your heart is now open to accept somebody. And this is a time of transformation and beautiful bonds. So this week, well, November, the first week in November, this is what you can expect. Okay? I feel like you do have a lot of happiness, fulfillment, and abundance. But with that always comes a lot of responsibility. So you had the new beginning with the 2 of Cups, this beautiful bond. And as you know, with any type of commitment, falling into a relationship with somebody, there is a little responsibility, which can be a little burdensome. But in general, you're happy, you're content, you're fortunate. Okay? That is your first week. Okay, my Taurus? Let's do the second week of November. All right. So you still have this happiness. But I feel like deep down inside, even though you have this happiness, and you have it here, fulfillment. Everything is going beautifully. You're happy emotionally. You're blessed, as they say. Very blessed, content. But I see for the second week, and I've seen it a little bit in the first, but specifically in the second week, you had a card of being burdened. And it's like you don't see the whole picture of things, or you don't, it's like you're not looking at the entire picture. You're burdened by something on that second week. So your first week you start something beautiful with somebody, or maybe you work on that with someone. But by the second week you're a little burdened. And there's some things you just don't see. Okay. Now let's do the third week. All right. So as the month goes on, I feel like this struggle that you're having is developing. I pulled the 7 of Cups, which can mean a bit of confusion or being indecisive regarding a situation. And I feel like this situation comes to light and you find out new things, maybe a new pathway, a new opportunity. But this is something that this has to do with your heart. This has to do with things you want, not materialistically, but I feel like in the way of love. You may be a little indecisive about what it is you really want, but generally you're happy. And maybe that burden has to do with you being unsure of the situation. Or if you find out about something that you're confused about, maybe you have this new relationship or new perspective of love, or maybe you grow a bond with somebody closer the first week. But as the month progresses, it seems like you get hurt. You get hurt. Things don't turn out how you particularly planned. And you've got a little bit of a decision to make. And you're looking forward and you're studying the situation, deciding what it is you want to do. Because that third week, something clicks or you find out something. There's a message of some sort. And that message may cause the confusion, but I think you're already pretty confused to begin with. Because you started out November with all this new happiness coming in. And then as you progressed, you were happy and you couldn't see what's going on. Something was going on. And I feel like it comes to light on that third week. Let's expand on that. Okay, so it does sort itself out. It sorts itself out, and there's good energy there. Whatever it is you were confused about that third week resolves. And you have this new interest, new perspective, new way of seeing things. And that last week, the resolution has to do with that couple from the first week. And I feel like this has more to do with possibly two people starting to know each other, or I mean, it could be a married couple, but I feel like your month of November, things are starting to come together for you in a positive way as far as relationships. And there's a little bit of a fog as you get to especially that third week. But by the last week, everything works itself out, Taurus. So I wouldn't worry too bad because it does resolve. Now I'm going to get some clarity on this, okay, for you. Taurus, November 2018. What's going on November 2018 for my Taurus? My Taurus. Okay. Let's split the deck and make it good. All right. Let's get some clarity on these cards here, okay? Now, that first week, remember I said you got this new love. Your heart is being drawn to somebody. Let's move that out of the way. Okay. That's good. All right. So, with this new person coming in your life, I feel like this new interest, somebody is coming to you. All right. I got the page again. And I feel like this individual, either this card can signify someone coming or going. And I feel like they're coming to you or you're going to them. And I feel like you've been waiting for this and that there's balance there and the wisdom behind it. Because this might be something you've been thinking about for a long time. And this came on top of that responsibility card. So I feel like you feel like it has a lot of responsibility coming with this new interest, but you have that wisdom and you have that balance, and that might be something that you don't recognize completely yet. And you're breaking free from old situations. You're breaking free. You're moving on. You're doing something new. You're doing something that's fulfilling. Doing something that serves you. Something that you feel that is a gain. Okay? Now the second week, let's go on with the second week. Okay? I feel like you're happy. You're happy, but I feel like that you're fixed and stubborn. You are set in your ways. That might be you, Taurus. That could be the persona that you take on that week, or it could be how you truly can be as a person, as an individual. But when you got that burden that second week, and what I drew on that card was weighing your pros and cons. Finding out, does this serve me? You know, I met this person, they seem great, everything seems wonderful. We come together, whether you came to them or they came to you. But this second week, you're saying, all right, this is a lot of responsibility. There's some things there. Does this really serve me? It could be a burden if it doesn't. And you don't want to see some things regarding this female. This female is very responsible. Well, it could be a male. The other person is responsible. One of you is definitely stubborn. And one of you, you know, they're very stubborn, sharp tongue. And the other one likes nice things. You know, they like nice things. My dog. Come here, Jackie. Come here. He wants to be a part of this. Sit down, boy. All right, let's pull. Oh, wow. On the Ten of Cups from before, where you had fulfillment, you're very optimistic about this situation. You're thinking of the growth, okay? And you're staying very positive. You're looking at all the possibilities, and you know that this can be complete fulfillment for you. This is something that you desire. And that's your second week there. So your third week, this is when things start climaxing for you. Things start getting better. Not getting better. Start moving along so you decide what you want. Because you've got that confusion. You got that confusion. But there's no need for that. Because you're enjoying the ride. You really are. More than you think. Okay? And you get this message. You get this message about this individual. And it kind of hits you like, whoa, maybe you think that there's somebody else involved. A third party. Or maybe you say, is this what I really want? But then again, you don't want to acknowledge that it's kind of bothering you. You don't want to acknowledge it. And I don't think you really should I don't really think you should worry about it because it's all going to sort out by the end of the month. Okay? Let's see. Because that was twice you got the Eight of Swords. Like by the second week, you kind of pick up, okay, something's not quite right. There might be somebody else. And when you weigh your options, you decide this is what you want. It's a celebration for you. There's attainment there. It's positive. Now, another way you can look at is that you meet somebody and you're already with somebody. That's another way of interpreting these. And by the third week, you know you got a party going on and you got to choose. That's another way I could look at this depending on the situation. But I definitely know somebody is coming in the first week. And by the second and third week, you got this confusion. And the third week, you're really going back and forth with it. All right, let's pull for the final week. Okay. So the final week, you've got good energy there. There's good energy there. And you're like, okay, I'm feeling good about this. Feeling very good. But for some reason, somebody does deliver news. Somebody delivers. There's something you find out. You know, and it does, I feel like it does get resolved. But for that moment, there's a little heartache, a little thing getting shooken up. Could be you or the other person. But it does kind of touch your heart a bit. And not in a good way. Because you find something out. The truth is revealed. Or maybe you communicate how you're feeling to that person. Things come out on the third week. And a resolution occurs for what's been going on for the month. Communication is there. And there's work to be done. There's some work to put forward for the individual. But I feel like it's what you want. It's, you know, it's something that you've been waiting for. It's something you're happy with. That third week, you're like shooken up and confused because you find something out. Maybe there's another person involved in this. But by the fourth week, it's like, hey, what is it you want? What are you going to choose? What are you going to do? Because we're talking here. Let's talk about this. Let's get this under control. But I see positive energy. That Sun card is a very positive energy. And the one who is the individual who wants this relationship more than anything is going to be the one to communicate and say, hey, what is going on here? Could be you, could be the other person. But Taurus, this is your November 2018 reading. And if it doesn't resonate with you, it may eventually as November goes on. But if not, hey, we're all going through a different life journey. So please leave a comment, leave me some feedback, and definitely like the video and subscribe. I appreciate and value you watching, and I value everybody who has subscribed. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful November. I'll see you next time.